Hello everyone, here is Anna, and today's video should be a first video of a series that I want to start doing, where I want to talk about albums and cycles written by great well-known composers, especially for children. The thing is that I chose these cycles and albums that are so well written and so musically interesting and valuable that, to my opinion, they are absolutely appropriate to learn not only for children but also for adult beginners, for example, or intermediate students, and even advanced students can use them, for example, for sight reading. Quite often adult beginners who are particularly interested to learn classical music and to play classical music, they ask me what should they start with after learning the basics. So here is an answer. So I think it just makes more sense to practice these pieces than, for example, playing some arrangements of more advanced classical pieces, because these pieces are especially written for beginners and they're also musically interesting, very beautiful pieces, which is not often the case when it comes to beginner pieces. So I want to talk about albums by different composers in these videos, and today I want to start with Schumann's album for the young, and I also want to play for you some of my favorite pieces from these cycles during these videos. So Schumann's album for the young was originally planned as a birthday present for his daughter. Very often great composers composed such cycles for their kids or family members, and Schumann was not an exception. The album for the young consists of 43 short pieces, and it has two parts. The first part was meant to be a bit easier, and the second part a bit more difficult. They're also extremely interesting and very useful even these days, musical house and life rules by Robert Schumann, written himself, that usually go together with this album. And my previous video, if you haven't watched it, it was particularly about this rule, so it will be, the link will be somewhere here, and you can also find it in the description box. I will appreciate a lot if you watch and like that video. And today we're talking just about the pieces of the album. The first piece that I would like to play for you now from this album is the melody, the very first piece, and also probably the most played one. Yeah, I guess many of you have played it as a kid, or probably you are playing it now, and or maybe just heard the melody from somewhere. So yes. It seems to be very easy at the first sight, but actually I consider this piece being quite challenging because first of all you have here melody and accompaniment, and the accompaniment is written in a polyphonic manner. It means that the accompaniment still also has two voices, like the upper voice that you are playing with your thumb most of the time, and the lower voice. And it it's already like a task just for your left hand. At the same time you have the main melody. And because it's accompaniment melody, of course you have to separate them, but because they're written quite close to each other, it's very difficult to do. It's quite challenging to control your left hand, and even when I played this piece now, it didn't seem to be so easy. So yes, this piece is musically quite challenging. Another good piece, to my opinion, is a choral. Again, it seems to be quite easy to learn, just chords, but it will not be an easy task to bring up the melody, to play the chords all at the same time, that they are not like, you know, like that you really press the keys at the same time together. And of course to build the phrases. So yeah, I would also like to play choral for you now. Another little masterpiece that I would like to play for you is the Little Orphan. Honestly, all of these pieces are fantastic and they're all very beautiful, so I would highly recommend you to get to know them, to listen to them, maybe to sight read them if you are more of advanced level in playing the piano, or you can choose something to learn for yourself, for your kid or students. And I especially like the recording of your demos of these pieces, and I will link it down below. And that's it for today. Next time we will talk about probably, I think, Tchaikovsky pieces, and hope to see you next time. Bye!